Good morning. It's turned out nice again. I'd love to say it. You're not allowed to swear in the first 16 seconds of a YouTube video. You get told off. You do, honestly. You can swear, but it causes a few problems. How you doing? You alright? I've been up since 6. I couldn't sleep last night. Terrible. And I still got yesterday's clothes on. I put yesterday's clothes. Now, I know you're thinking, you scruffy, but no, listen. I'm going to explain to you why. Right? I bet you last night was thinking, where's Dunk? Why is Dunk not on here with this great news, this great transfer news? That's because I was doing a live stream on here at the same time. So when all the developments came through, we were actually live on here. So we discussed them in a live stream, which is no longer available because it had music in it. And when there's music in the videos, I delete them. Because when you stop a live stream, YouTube then scans it to see if there's any copyright in it, okay? And they do that during a live stream as well, but it's just easy just to get rid of it, you know? So we did address all of that last night. But I was conscious that some of you might not have seen the live stream. So the first thing I did this morning was get up, put me mucky clothes on, and come straight here to you. And when I finish speaking, then I'll go for a shower, then I'll have a shave, then I'll have and then I'll put some clean clothes on, all right? Because you've got to mention these things before someone else does. Because in the comments, people comment, they'll go, what's that t-shirt you got? Do you know what I mean? What's that all about? They're like women. Well, not that bad, but anyway, so where should we start? Well, I don't know about you, but I am delighted with the progress of everything that we read and discovered and learnt about yesterday. I really am. And it was very much needed, guys. It was really needed because I think the last week on here, online especially, was getting a bit frustrating and the mood was horrendous. And, you know, I was getting a bit stressed, I think, because of that. And a bit, you know, downhearted, you know, so to speak. So I'm glad that it's given us, you know, a temporary, I was going to say lift, boost. I'm glad it's given us a temporary boost. For once, can we just have 24 hours where we just go like, nice one, cool, right? And just, you know, chill, tranquilo, right? So, but last night, right, on the stream, it was either, right, wow, these owners spent 100 million. It's only June. So spent, you know, 100 million on 2 players. Great owners, right? And then you had the other lot, right, going, this is not enough. This is not enough. We demand more. We want more. And I would say to both sides, right? I would say to both sides, wait until the end of the fucking window to see what happens, right? So if you are FSG, exactly, Remy, that's what I thought. Oh, I know he wants his food. You want your food, don't you? Go on. He's not daft, is that lad? Definitely my dog. So if you're FSG out, yes, you are right. You know, this, like, let's just wait and see. You know what I mean? Like, wait and see, sorry. You are right. We need more. You are right. Yes. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, you're right. But wait until the end of the window before going ballistic. If you are FSG in, if you like, you might not consider yourself FSG and you might not want to be placed in either of these camps, but you have, you know, there is a divide. If you're like, well, I'm really happy with you on this, and this is great, we signed 2 players, it's June, we're near on £100 million. My answer to you would be, wait. I'd tell you to wait as well, because you don't know what they're fucking going to do, you know, during the window. They could sell, you know. So the reality is nobody knows what's going to happen, right? So the FSG out, oh, well, you know, they'll definitely sell someone. When Salah being sold, you can understand why they think like that, you know? And there's going to be outgoings and stuff like that, you know? So they're kind of right, but wait and see. And you fuckers that are going around trying to wind them up saying, this is great, this is fantastic, as Brendan Rodgers would say, fantastic. You need to wait as well. I don't understand why everyone's like that. Why can't you just be like in the middle a little bit? Listen, I'm experienced enough to know what these owners are like, right? So yesterday, you know, when you get told, oh, that deal's going to be done and this deal's done, it's 100 million, 2 players, you are happy with that, right? And you think, but there's still that part of me that goes, yeah, all right, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? And I think that's normal. Stop teasing each other and fucking winding each other up. It's absolutely pathetic. That's what I think anyway. Just enjoy. Like last night, I'm like, I understand what you're all saying, but can't we just enjoy it for a moment? Now the thing is, all right, like, as much as I'm excited, you know, like, because I think we've got 2 players great so far, honestly. I still don't think, like, why the owners should be particularly praised for this, because what we're doing is standard, right? We are an elite club. We shouldn't be getting excited about stuff like this. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be getting excited about stuff like that. You give a little nod and go, nice one, right? Who's next? But you don't, like, celebrate and go, oh my God, it's so impressive. There's nothing impressive about it, right? And so far, you know, the transfer deals we've done have revolved around, you know, contract clauses, right? It's a bit like when Divock Origi used to score a couple of goals in a game, very rare, I know, but he'd score and then people go, see, I knew he'd come good. He's great, he's Divock Origi. Well done, Divock. And I used to think, well done. He's a fucking striker. He's supposed to score goals. What are you talking about? It's the same thing. Now, I was thinking about George last night. And I asked this on the stream, you know, do you think that George has contributed to this deal? Do you know what I mean? And what I mean, of course he's contributed to the deal, but what I mean is, do you think he has brought any value to how that deal happened? Did he know something? Was he able to conduct it because of his so-called connections? At the same time, you know, because I want to say a nice one, George, because so many people, myself included, when he was appointed, were like, all right then. You know, so it'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we could turn around and say, actually, you know, he knew about this, or he found out about this, or whatever, and fair play. I'd love to say that and say, well done, nice one. But at the same time, you don't go overboard. It's like, it's your fucking job. You know what I mean? So you kind of split on both sides with a lot of arguments. And for me, like yesterday, you know, I think I set up this new mailing list, right? So years ago, back in the 90s, before Cop Talk was even a thing, the website, I used to email Liverpool FC news and opinion to Liverpool supporters all over the world. And it was an extremely popular mailing list that I used to do every day. It was completely free. I think at one point people might have chipped in or something, you know what I mean? And but when the website was born, I kind of stopped it. Then it was like became websites, and then the social media, and then YouTube. Well, the other way around: YouTube, then social media, I guess, and then podcasts, which everyone's got fucking podcasts today, and apps and things like that. So I thought nobody was really interested in email, but I was wrong, and I think that was probably a mistake of mine because there was a lot of people on that mailing list, but they all transitioned to the website, right? So I've relaunched it. Like, I've started from scratch, and I've added the link to this video description. So in this video description and moving forward, you'll see a list of people that have looked after me, that have bought me a drink or something like that recently, or you know what I mean, you know how it works. And then there'll be my social media channels are there, so if you want to follow me on shit and stuff like that. And then right at the bottom there's a link that says, I think it says mailing list or newsletter or something like that. You can just add your email address. It'll never be provided to anybody else, and you can unsubscribe at any time, right? So I started that this week, and I'm experimenting with it. And what I mean is, I've never used this particular company before that provides this service, so I'm having to learn it a little bit. And I'm an old man, you know what I mean? And I sent a couple of updates out, but they were like, because you can only talk about and write about, and things that are happening at the club, as Rafa would say, for sure. So you can only talk about things that are relevant, that are in the news, that people are doing, people are saying. So, the first couple were like, all about the ownership. That chap that was on TV, not TV, that was maybe it was on TV, the guy that said about Liverpool's restricted finances, so, and they're just not nice topics to talk about. And I think in the one that I sent out yesterday morning, and the feedback's been really good, I do appreciate it. The one that I sent out yesterday morning, basically, I admitted that I was feeling very down with things, and I said, but I think good news is coming. I think that they have to give us some good news soon, and we have got some good news. So today when I send that email out, which I'll be doing this morning, I've got a few things on today, but it's my intention to grab the laptop and pop out around 11 a.m. UK time this morning, and I'll be able to send out a more positive email, I think. So for me, with my videos, I've been enjoying these videos, since I started this, let's make Cop Talk TV great again thing, because I know the videos are popular. And for a long time, I wasn't making many videos, and that's because I was so depressed and run down with, the fans clashing and just the same petty arguments. Like, I don't give a fuck what your opinions are about the owners. I really don't. I welcome them, but what I mean is I don't care if you've got a different view to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone is welcome on my channel as long as they're polite to each other. But it's just when they start being pathetic, like, so maybe it's an age thing, I don't know. But when someone comes on going, into the chat going, oh, these are good owners, what's wrong with you all? They've just spent 100 million. It's like I find that really fucking, like, antagonising. Do you know what I mean? Because it's basically suggesting that everyone's thick, like we don't understand how, like, players, as well as we sign players, we sell players, and we have to examine all this at the end of the window. So yes, well done, we're doing some business, but should we be saying well done for conducting business that we're supposed to be doing anyway? But I just find it antagonising especially to the other people, because then they will respond, with, this is not enough. What the fuck, and it just goes on and on and on. And when you are subjected to that every fucking hour of every fucking day, it gets too much. And, it put me off making videos. And sometimes you guys want to speak to me about it all. And I feel awful when I sit there and go, I'm really not fucking interested. And I feel like I offend people by saying that, but I don't mean to. It just means, like, I'm sick to fucking death of hearing about it, so my advice is, like, just shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? Let's see what happens at the end of the summer. Yes, most people, me included, at the end of this, are suspicious and worried. We know what FSG are like, right? But how nice would it be if at the end of the summer we could turn around and say, well, actually, they didn't disappoint us. They did, invest without selling, and the managers, got a decent little squad there. Swag. That would be nice, right? So, I know the video's shite, but I am actually, like, yesterday for me was like a day off from it all until I did the live stream, and then we had all that, discussions about, there was nothing wrong with the discussions, it was sensible, nobody fell out or anything. But it's just like, just wait and fucking see. You can't be there, sat there all gleeful, going, we've just signed 2 players for 100 million, ooh, at the owner, because you don't know what they're going to do next, you know what I mean? And you can't sit there telling everyone that they're the worst owners in the world because they've only signed 2 players, and we don't know what's going to happen. So just wait and fucking see. Do you know what I mean? And I tell you what, if FSG let us down this window, if I feel disappointed at the end of the window, that's me done, like, because I'll go fucking mental. But I keep reminding myself, I was going to say it's only June, but it's July now. Just credit where credit is due, but let's keep it real at the same time. This is like, what the fuck, this is what we're supposed to be doing, so why are we singling anybody out for praise? And I really respect the people that do not like the owners, that don't flip-flop, they've not changed their opinion. Because I seen someone, someone was giving someone some shit yesterday. Oh, we've just signed this kid, we're signing this kid, you're still not happy? And he's like, no, I'm not fucking happy. Why should I be happy? So I understand what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? I understand what he's saying. He's not... And fans can be very much like this. They're all very angry and all that, and it's, oh, signed a player, oh, I'm happy now. They're a bit like that, football fans. Me, it made me feel like, just like, thank fuck for that, you know what I mean? Like, because I think it was getting a bit silly again. But at the same time, I'll wait and see before passing judgment. Let's see how it goes. What I do find a little bit concerning is that some supporters, are saying, well, we've signed them 2, if we sign one more, I'll be happy. Like, and I don't get that, mate, because I honestly thought that we'd go into this summer. We've got to look at the players that are going out. You see, for me, I don't look at the transfer fee unless I'm really examining the finances to prove a point or something. But for me, it's about numbers in terms of, the availability of players to the manager. So if you lose 3 players, you might by default think, well, we need those 3 players back or alternatives, plus, additional or something that we were already missing. So like this summer, I thought we'd see, or hoped that we'd see maybe 5 signings or something like that. And I didn't really think about how much money it would cost. I just thought with a bit of wheeler dealing and stuff like that, it'd be all right. So anyway, not a very good video. I hope I've explained the message that I'm trying to convey, that is like, don't be smarmy, you know, and don't be aggressive either. You know, whichever side you're on, just wait and see what they do. We might be surprised. There is that part of me that says, yeah, all right then. But just reserve judgment whichever side of the fence you're on until the end of the window. And for once, if you are one of these people that just is super negative, just for once, just like let everyone have that 24 hours, please, of silence and just be like, you know what, this is a good player. Because I tell you what, this kid's a good player, right? And, you know, I'm not sure we should be bigging up the owners. I'm not sure we should be bigging up the sporting director, you know, these people for just doing their job. But we'll see, we'll have to see. I know it's not a very good video. I didn't sleep very well last night. I'm very tired. I've got a lot happening today, some arrangements today. Saturday night steaming tonight. I don't know if I'll be live on here or not tonight because I'm doing some stuff, so I'm not sure when that'll finish. If I'm out, it won't be a late night. I won't be out late today, whatever I'm doing, because someone that's a part of my arrangements is at work very early tomorrow, so there'll be no late night tonight. I know that much. So there is a possibility I might be on here tonight. So my advice would be to go to the main channel page, click the bell, make sure it says all notifications, because if I do get finished early, then then I will definitely be going live. All right, guys. I'm not digging at any of you, right? Whichever side of the camp you're on, I understand both sides. I really do, but I just don't like it when you target each other with your snidiness, because we get caught up in the middle, the rest of us, you know what I mean? And it's just so fucking draining. So I do understand why some people are like, we need more than this. This is, you know, this is not great. You know, it's not. It really isn't. So I understand you guys. And those of you that are saying, but we've just spent, you know, we've just done these 2 deals in no time. I understand that too. That's good. But we don't know what's going to happen between now and the end of the window. So why don't we just appreciate the positives, all right? We can still turn our nose up at stuff that we go, well, that's fucking, you know what I mean? And reserve judgment until the end of the window, because I just want us all to get along and just everyone be happy. And wouldn't it be nice to go into next season, you know, with a clean slate, a new squad, you know, and just crack on and build from it. I don't expect FSG to change, but I'm willing to just remain calm and see what the fuck happens. All right, guys, listen, have a great weekend. I'm going to go for a shower now. I'm going to have a shave, brush my teeth, you know what I'm saying? Get some, you know, no splash, no gash, you know what I'm saying? And get my best Donald Trump t-shirt out. I'm only saying that because someone moaned the other day that I had a fuck Joe Biden t-shirt. Well, it didn't say fuck Joe Biden, but you'd have to watch a previous video to understand that. All right, guys, have a great weekend.